For as long as we know, success has followed a very simple formula. Learn a skill, practice it every day, get really good at it, and build a career around it. And in many creative and intellectual fields, that formula still holds true. But at the same time, in many technical fields like IT, data analysis, and marketing, a significant shift has already happened, where this old formula no longer works the way it used to. Because AI can now write, code, design, analyze data, and even simulate conversation. The tasks that once took years to master for us as humans can now be done in seconds by AI. So the real question for survival in an AI economy is not just about what skill should I learn next, but more about this. In an AI-shaped world, what really decides who stays valuable and who's left behind? This video explores a possibility that most conversations miss. That emotional intelligence may not replace technical skill, but it could very well be the deciding factor in your career and your survival in an AI-driven world. Let's look at this through a future-facing scientific lens, and not just the usual develop empathy advice. Let's begin. Traditionally, productivity came from doing things faster, doing them accurately, and scaling the effort. AI now dominates all three. That means human value is also going to shift. Instead of execution, the advantage now moves toward critical human judgment. Think about today's work environments. We give instructions to AI models return outputs. And yet, humans decide what to trust, what to question, and what to act on. This loop, or this step, is not technical alone. It's emotional and cognitive. To stay effective, humans now need to focus on 4 key things. First, make sense of AI outputs in real-world situations. Then handle uncertainty when the AI outputs are not clear. Question AI outputs without blindly trusting or dismissing them, and making sure that your leadership team does not lose trust when AI is part of the decision. In these situations, human emotions will naturally surface, like stress, doubt, overconfidence, or fear of making the wrong call. Emotional intelligence will become the skill that keeps you effective when AI meets the real-world complexity. And it's not just about being empathetic. It's about regulating your reactions, accurately reading the situation, and exercising sound judgment under pressure. Now this is where the M-shaped future comes into focus. In AI-heavy environments, the most valuable people are rarely those who only execute tasks. They are the ones who can move between technical, human, and ethical domains. Behavioral economics shows that as AI automate decisions, the remaining human roles cluster around 3 things. First, judgment. Knowing when to trust the AI and when to rely on your own experience. Second, alignment. Making sure that AI is solving the right problem, not just giving a fast answer. Third, framing consequences. Thinking about what happens after the decision to people, teams, and outcomes. Now I know that these roles do not come with neat or proper job titles, but they come with emotional complexity. People who thrive here will do the following 3 things. First, they will stay steady under algorithmic pressure, meaning they will be reliable when AI outputs are confusing or contradictory. Second, they will understand how people react to AI decisions. Who trusts it, who doubts it, and why. Third, they will question AI thoughtfully, without blindly following it or emotionally rejecting it. From a market perspective, all of this matters for one simple reason. Uncertainty is expensive. When organizations do not understand AI outputs, they hesitate to take any action. When they overtrust it, even the small problems multiply into big operational issues. Emotional intelligence reduces all of these costs. That's why markets will reward anything that reduces risk and wasted effort, even when it's not formally labeled as emotional intelligence. There's a side of the AI shift that we don't talk about much, and ideally we should. When emotional intelligence is missing from AI-driven systems, 3 patterns will be easily noticed. First, emotional disengagement. People stop paying attention and just accept whatever the system says. Second, moral offloading. When something goes wrong, it's easy to say, "This is what the system decided," and move on without taking any responsibility. Third, burnout increases. Constantly working with emotionally neutral systems drains people faster. Psychology has already shown this consistently. We humans struggle when we lose control, when we don't know who's responsible in a given context, or when the information we get does not help us make sense of what to do next. Without emotionally intelligent humans in the loop, AI can increase efficiency, but sustainability will definitely deteriorate. And that's what turns emotional intelligence into more than a personal advantage. It becomes a stabilizing force, not just for people, but for the system itself. So will emotional intelligence decide who really thrives in an AI-driven world? Yes, but not because it replaces technical skill or because it's a moral virtue. It decides who thrives because it shapes how humans create value alongside AI. Practically, AI handles execution, but humans interpret outputs, navigate uncertainty, and keep work meaningful, purposeful, and ethical. Profitably, emotional intelligence reduces mistakes, misalignments, and costly delays, keeping teams more effective. Purposefully, it protects human sustainability, keeping humans engaged, resilient, and motivated in automated environments. In the M-shaped future, thriving will not just belong to generalists or specialists alone. It will belong to integrators, people who can connect systems, manage emotions, and make sound decisions even when the information is incomplete. Emotional intelligence may not be the loudest skill in the AI economy, but it will very well determine who really thrives and who's left behind. As always, the research studies used in this video are linked down below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep building a better you.